Hello, greetings to you. You're welcome to our channel, Touch Billions TV. And today today is actually the 5th of the month of August. And we'll be talking about the BTC chart, the 5th of the month of August 2025. And we're going to be talking about the BTC chart. So, as you know, we drop videos like this on a daily basis. And looking at our analysis from yesterday, we actually said that there's a tendency of markets coming to this zone, right? This is where we are. Let's go to the 45 minutes time frame. So we said there's a tendency of markets coming to this zone here. So if you're seeing this video for the first time, you can clearly see that, okay, the vertical line and the horizontal line are points. The meeting point of those two lines are where I'm using to explain or indicate what I'm talking about. So yesterday, we said that we are looking at tendencies of the markets coming to this zone here, right? Right, and coming down. So we actually saw that. Let me go to the 30 minutes time frame and have it clear. So we actually saw here indicating a fair value gap within this region and an order block, and we can see it very clearly. We said that there was a break of structure here, right? But then the low was not broken. But then we said that the market will come to this particular region and actually go down. And that is exactly what happened. The market came to this point here, this key level here, and went down. Now, moving forward for today, what are we looking at? Already there's a break of structure below here, which is very clear. And so this is what we're looking at now. We don't know for now if the market is actually going to break this point, right? But if the market gets to break this point, then we're going to be looking at tendencies of the market, going down, right? Tendencies of the market going down more, right? So if this market already, yes, it has broken this point here. You see this point here, it has broken this point. But then we're also looking out for the market to break this point. So there is a possibility of the market coming to this region here and experiencing a downtrend. So if this market is actually going to be going down, right? So there's a tendency of the market getting to that zone. We're going to be experiencing the market, going down more, this zone here. So we're going to be experiencing the market going down more from this particular zone. So this has played out, right? So I'll just take this out. I'll take this particular point out, right? So then we're looking at this zone here, right? Markets coming, filling that fair value gap and just going down. So this is something we're looking at very, very massively, right? So let me just put this here, right? So of course, there's a tendency of the market invalidating that, but then there's like the closest range we're looking at for. Let's give it some space in terms of, the stop loss, right? So we're looking at this, right? In terms of, note that we already said that. Let me go to the higher time frame. Note that we already said that we're looking at the market coming to this particular point here. There's a liquidity at this zone here. There's a liquidity at this zone here. There's a fair value gap and there's an OB, and which of course has created an uptrend, right? Which of course has created an uptrend. You can see there were a series of break of structures at these zones, series of break of structures at these zones, right? Series of break of structures. So what the market is currently doing right here now is just trying to balance itself. The market is just trying to balance itself, right? So if, for example, the market is going up, right? And the markets, let's say this point acted as a point of support. Sorry. So let's say this point acted as a point of support and is making the market to go up, and let's say it breaks this point and hunts for this liquidity at this point of reaction, then we're going to be seeing the market coming to this very top here, right? We're going to be seeing the market coming to this very top here, right? This is a point we're actually going to be seeing the market coming to, right? This is a point we're actually going to be seeing the market coming to, this very top point here. But then if the market actually stands this very point, then there's a tendency of the market going down, which is also not a bad idea. Right here, the market can react from here, or highly, let's go to the higher time frame. Yeah, still that. So the market can react from there, or just come to this point and, react from this very point here, right? But then, or come to this point here and react from this very point here, right? But most importantly, the markets, my own take is the markets can react from here and break this support zone and go all the way down, right? So, but then this is what we're looking at on the BTC chart. So I would explain that again. Going to the lower time frame, let's say the 1 hour time frame, I'm saying that what I'm looking at, the tendency is the market reacting from this zone here, right? This is the first entry, or this zone here for a sell, right? This has already been invalidated, so I'll take this out, right? So this is what we're looking at, right? This point acted as a support zone for the market, so the market is trying to go up. So if the market comes to this point, it reacts to this point. If there are much others there, they're massively to go down. But if not, it is coming to this next point here. It is coming out. So people say, okay, how do I really treat this? Yes, when entering a first entry that you're not really sure of, one of the things you want to do is to ensure that your leverage, is just really the like, you use good risk management. That's the word. You use good risk management. Good risk management is very important. That's why you need knowledge. You understand? You really need to learn how you can be able to have good risk management, because good risk management is what saves you, from this market, right? So these are the two entry points we're looking at for a sell. This is the first one here. The zone is 114571, and the second zone here is 115004. Right, these are the two zones, right? Then if the market breaks any of these two zones, then this is the next zone we're looking at for here, right? So if the market holds and goes down, right, of course, the market would come and react within this zone. But most importantly, the overall zone we're looking at for is this point of 109.42419. So these are the major zones that we're looking at for to see a reaction in BTC trade, right? So this is 05/08/2025, and let's keep our fingers crossed and get to see what the markets will do and the possibilities of what we're looking at for in the market. So a lot of people would say, why do you have more than one zones that you're targeting? Yes, this is more of an explanation, right? There are various strategies you can actually use to trade the financial markets. You understand? But one thing you need to understand that we're doing here is 100% based on probabilities, right? Every single thing we're doing here is 100% based on what? Probabilities. So we should be able to checkmate the various probabilities or points that we're looking at for that the market will react from or react in or within those zones, right? So if you got value, do well to subscribe to the channel. Do well to turn on your notifications. Whenever we post videos like this, you'll be updated. And do well to leave a comment, or if you have a contribution. We're all here to learn. No one is an island. And thank you very much. I appreciate you so much. Let's keep on putting in the effort. Let's keep on locking in and getting the results that we need. Thank you once more.